For those of you that have been following my Instagram, I've been posting pictures of my new video, I guess you call it control room, that I've been building over the past 2 weeks or so. For those of you that don't follow me on Instagram, you should follow me at Rick Beato 1. I post a lot of guitar stuff over there and things like this studio build. So why am I building a new studio? Well, because my studio, I'm in the control room right now. You can see here, there's Billy working. He's doing some editing in Guitar Pro. And for the past probably year and a half, I have not been able to use my studio as a studio because I'm making my videos out in the live room where I would normally be recording. So I don't have a drum set up. Now I have set the drums up for a couple videos, but it's just not practical at this point. And I like working out in the big room. A lot of you have asked me about doing a tour. This is my ISO booth here. So this is the control room back here. This was built back in 2005. Me and 3 friends built it ourselves. And it was a lot of work, but it was totally worth it. It's been a great place to work, and I've worked with hundreds of bands here, and it works great for making YouTube videos. But typically you see me out in this room. This is the live room. If I turn this way, you'll recognize it. I've taken down all the lights and moved them to the new room. But this is typically where you see me sit. I'm sitting here, got the computer there. But what do you notice here? I've got my drums set back up like I've wanted to for a very long time. This is my old Ludwig kit. And now I can do videos on miking drums and kind of go back to the things that I did early on in my channel, or things that people ask me about, or just sit down and demonstrate things. Down here, I've got my monstrous 1968 Ampeg SVT. This is the first year they made them. I'm going to make a video called The Sound of a Cranked SVT, and it's going to be amazing when you hear the sound of this. So why did I decide to build this new room? Well, a couple weeks ago, my new assistant Billy cleaned out all this junk that had been in my band lounge that I frankly have not used in the last 2 years since I stopped producing and started making YouTube videos full time. So it just collected junk, and it had all my drum sets in it. Once he cleaned it out, I said, wow, this space is pretty much exactly the same size as my live room. So I thought, I'm just gonna put up some new sheetrock, take out the drop ceiling, put in a new floor, and move all my stuff over here. So that's what I've done. Now here are some pictures of the construction process. This is the room with the drop ceiling taken out. You notice there's a door right there. That's gonna get closed in. Lights have been put in, but the old fluorescents are still there. We're going to take those out next. This wall to the left is going to be taken out also because there had been a flood, and that wall has a little bit of water damage on it. I'm going to close in that space right there and then paint the ceiling black. Here's with the wall removed and the framing almost complete. This is the other side of the wall. Here you can see that the openings have been covered with sheetrock, taped and mudded, ready for painting. Here it is with the bamboo floor put in. The room is literally 30 feet from this one, right down the hall. Let's take a look. I'm gonna walk you back through it here. Okay, hopefully I'm not gonna walk into anything. It's just down the hall. This is, like I said, the old band lounge right here. I guess what do we call the unveiling or something? So I'm gonna get the door open, give it a kick because it is a tight seal. So this is what it's going to look like from now on. Like I said, I'm going to make videos from here and from the normal live room of the studio, depending on what we're going to be talking about. But as you can see, I have the wall of amps there. I'm going to probably put up some things on the wall here to hold all my pedals, maybe build some shelves. I'd love to have suggestions from you guys if you have any, what you think I should do. As you can see here, let's take a look around the room. Back here we have my favorite kind of backdrop, which is the wall of amps. So I've got a Marshall, 1987 Marshall Silver Jubilee full stack. There's a slant cab. Down here I have an Orange Rocker Verb 100 Mark III. It's a great sounding amp. A lot of you commented on this Bad Cat. This is a Cub 40R that I used in a video called Pat Metheny and Alan Holdsworth and talked about the similarities between them. This is a hand-wired Marshall Plexi that's been heavily modded, so it has a lot of gain. On top of two JCM 800 cabinets with 65 watt Celestions. I have my Hiwatt Custom 20 head, which I've used in a lot of videos lately, along with the 412 cab. Up here I have my Park 100 watt limited edition head that is really, really great sounding amp. Can't say enough good things about that. Down here, my JCM 2000 and old JCM 800 from the 80s. I've got right here, this is my Orange Overdrive. This is a 70s amp that is really the sound of rock and roll. This is one of my favorite amps I've ever gotten. My EVH, this is the original one from 2006. I actually got this because Billy Gibbons told the Fender rep that I needed to get one. It's a pretty funny story, actually. I've got a Mesa cab with vintage 30s in it to go with my 2-channel dual rectifier from the 90s. Love that amp, PV6505. I don't think you've ever seen me use that. This is my Vox AC30 from the 90s. This is the Dark Glass Alpha Omega bass head that you've seen me feature in a few of my videos on top of an amp bag. I think it's a 212 cab. My guitars, I got my Danelectro there, actually 6-string and 12-string. I have an Aria Pro 2 hollow body. It's a great jazz guitar. You guys have seen me play my Fender P-Bass. You've seen me play my Rickenbacker, and I have my 5-string Ernie Ball. And in front of that is my white Kiesel guitar. I love the looks of that thing. That thing plays great. I've got my beautiful PRS 594, which you've seen me play in many videos, along with my Les Paul Jr., my Gold Top, you've seen that in plenty of videos, and my Black Les Paul I play all the time. I love that guitar. This is my 1965 SG. In front of that is my Tele. It's American Standard Tele, which I've had forever. This is my Fender Strat that I had made to look like a Jimi Hendrix. It's a custom-made Strat. It's put together Strat. And then I have my PRS 594 semi-hollow body. Over in this rack, I've got a Japanese Tele, which I really dig, although I've only played that, I think, in one video. My Dano, which you've seen me play many times along with my Guild. Then I have my two acoustics, my Taylor 12-string, and of course my 1957 Gibson Country and Western, which is a beautiful guitar. Right here I have my Silverface Deluxe Reverb that was modified by Peter Stroud. He put 6L6 tubes in it and black-faced it. Love the sound of that amp. You've heard that on videos, even if you didn't know it. I've got my Guild classical guitar, which I've had since 1977. And looking back over here, this is where I make my videos. Got my Yamaha keyboard, got my computer, and then down here, I have my AC-15, which I play a lot in live streams. This is that weird JG guitar, or GJ guitar, that I got at a used music store about 6 months ago or so. So there you have it. That is a studio tour that people have been asking me to do for probably 3 years or so. Go through the gear, show you around the place, what it looks like. Here's the new room. Like I said, if you have any suggestions for what I can do to improve this, the one thing about the main room is that it has the 3 windows that go along that wall, and it gives the room depth. So I think I need something on this wall over here to make it a little bit less, I don't know. Although maybe it looks cool. I'm not sure yet. I'm just not used to seeing it. That's all for now. Please subscribe here to my Everything Music YouTube channel. If you're a new subscriber, remember to ring the bell. If you're interested in the Beato book or anything in my store, t-shirts or mugs, that's how I support myself and am able to make videos without worrying about the videos getting demonetized. You can go to my website at www.rickbeato.com. Like I said, follow me on Instagram at rickbeato1. And if you want to support the channel even more, think about becoming a member of the Beato Club. Thanks so much for watching.